Why really?
It's really smelly. Hydrogen sulfide.
Can't take it. I'm feeling nauseous. I feel like I'm gonna throw up.
Move fast, David.
Hello, we are Tavon and David from TD Adventures. In today's video, we are taking you along with us to explore Yellowstone National Park. Here is the map of Yellowstone National Park. There are 5 entrances into Yellowstone National Park. During our visit, this north entrance was closed because of the flood in June of 2022. Going through the tunnels. The reservoir to the left is part of Buffalo Bill State Park in Cody, Wyoming. We are now driving through Shoshone National Forest. We are being led due to road construction. We are approaching Yellowstone National Park. We made it to the east entrance of Yellowstone National Park. We bought an annual National Park pass, which we highly recommend if you plan to visit more than 2 national parks or national monuments per year. Starting to see people looking out for wildlife. We pulled over twice at this spot because we were wondering what people were looking at. They are looking at 2 grizzly bears.
When do they start to hibernate?
I'm not exactly sure, but within probably a month or 2 now.
Oh, okay.
And it just really depends on this weather. We're having some pretty freakish weather where it's still very warm.
Normally it's not, right?
No.
Oh.
Usually we're getting a good amount of snow.
Mhm.
Just partly by now we're
By
getting
now.
some snow.
Well, lucky us, because we want to be here, but we don't want the snow.
Yeah, I know.
Hmm.
It is pretty lucky this season.
Yeah.
To our left is Yellowstone Lake. This sign by the lake reads, "If you could pour all the water out of Yellowstone Lake, what we would find on the bottom is similar to what is on the land in Yellowstone. Geysers, hot springs, and deep canyons. With a small submersible robot, researchers have found a canyon that is 390 feet, 119 meters deep. The hottest spot in the lake is found at Mary Bay, where the temperature has been recorded at 252 degrees Fahrenheit, 122 Celsius.
hear frost on the bridge.
Frost on the bridge.
Just be over some kind of river.
Well, bridges freeze faster than railways.
We arrived late on our first day at Yellowstone. We turned right onto Grand Loop Road to explore a bit. How exciting! We saw a herd of bison.
Selfie with the bison at the safety of our RV.
Yes.
We are approaching the Mud Volcano area. We are pulling in to check it out. Folks, we could not do the short hike to do some more exploring of the Mud Volcano area. We had to leave because the area smell was so bad. We could not take it.
Very smelly.
Why are we leaving?
It's really smelly. Hydrogen sulfide.
Can't take it. I'm feeling nauseous. I
Yeah.
feel like I'm gonna throw up.
It's pretty strong.
Oh,
All right, so we're gonna go.
okay. Bye.
We are on our way to Old Faithful. Along the way to Old Faithful, we stop at this spot, not far from West Thumb. We can see steam as we get closer to Old Faithful. Making our way to Old Faithful. Crowd waiting for Old Faithful. The geysers of Yellowstone need an active heat source, abundant water, and fractures that are kept open by frequent earthquakes. Thousands of earthquakes have occurred in Yellowstone from 1972 through 2014. Here we go. Over there is the lodge where you can stay and be near Old Faithful. This is another lodge, but it is closed for the season. We are making our way to explore the area around Old Faithful, crossing a river. From a distance, we can see a bison. Another bison. Much of Yellowstone, including the area around Old Faithful, sits atop an active volcano. Yellowstone is one of the world's largest volcanoes. Here, magma lies just a few miles beneath the Earth's surface. This shallow body of magma has fueled 3 massive volcanic eruptions in the Yellowstone area. The first occurred about 2.1 million years ago, followed by another 1.3 million years ago, and still another approximately 640,000 years ago. These eruptions blasted volcanic ash across much of the continental United States. Lava flows filled in the huge calderas. Underlying magma still supplies heat necessary for the park's hydrothermal features. We're sitting on top of a volcano. Of course, it's called the caldera. The Yellowstone caldera. This anger is coming out of the earth. As we were leaving, after exploring the Old Faithful area, remember the 2 bison we saw earlier? Well, they both decided to rest right by the boardwalk we needed to get out. We have huge respect for wildlife. While we waited, a family ahead of us went past the bison. They were okay, and the bison was calm. We carefully made our exit.
Okay. Move fast, David.
Okay. Checking out the Yellowstone store. That is the visitor center. We are going to explore the Grand Canyon of Yellowstone.
Directly to your right, there's a bison down there. We've been much closer than that.
Lots of them.
Way over there.
Yeah, lots of bison.
Our first stop is the Upper Falls viewpoint. Our next stop is Artist Point. Do you ever wonder why Yellowstone is called Yellowstone? We do. The name was attributed as early as 1805 to Native Americans who were referring to the yellow sandstones along the banks of the Yellowstone River in eastern Montana, several hundred miles downstream and northeast of the park. We are at the brink of the Upper Falls.
Here you can see some. There's more down.
Inspiration Point.
How's your day going? Yeah. Wow, look at you. So friendly.
Making our way to Mammoth Hot Spring. Approaching Mammoth Hot Springs area. Over there is where we are heading. Lots of stairs. Going up.
What's that white thing stuck to our roof?
This section is all dried up. Lots of interesting colors. More going up the stairs to do. Only black and white color here. This is the upper area. We are turning around. Pallet Spring, view from the top. We were up there earlier. This is called Liberty Cap. Pallet Spring, view from the bottom. At first, we were going to leave because we were so tired from climbing so many stairs. We are on our way to check out the Grand Prismatic Spring. If you Google Yellowstone National Park, pictures of the Grand Prismatic Hot Spring will usually show up. The overflow going into the river. Walking past Excelsior Geyser. Made it to the Grand Prismatic Spring. The Grand Prismatic Spring is the largest and one of the most brilliant of Yellowstone's many colorful hot springs. Its massive expanse stretches approximately 200 feet, 61 meters, across. The high temperature of its water, 160 degrees Fahrenheit, 70 degrees Celsius, ensures that the spring is often cloaked in steam. Our view as we are walking past the spring, not the same as the aerial pictures we see. The Grand Prismatic Spring in Yellowstone National Park is the largest hot spring in the United States and the third largest in the world. The billions of colorful microorganisms lining the hot springs runoff channels are called extremophiles because they live in conditions that were once thought to be too extreme to host life. Extremophiles that live in hot springs are called thermophiles, heat lovers. Opal Pool. Turquoise Pool. Goodbye for now, Yellowstone. Until next time.